Faithful, our first round draft pick is in the building. Ricky Pearsall, this is your first time on this field. Your posters are all up on this stadium. What is the feeling of being here your first day at HQ?
For sure, words definitely can't describe the way I'm feeling. Just walking out here for the first time and kind of just embracing it and looking around. They had this like little edit with my name on it on all the TVs, which is really crazy because when I was pulling up for the first time, I saw it right outside the stadium and I was like, there it is, and that's kind of where it hit a little bit.
You'll see this as you get acquainted with Levi Stadium, but there's history all over these walls. What excites you about becoming part of this organization?
Yeah, just putting my name into the history. That's really what it is, just understanding the tradition and history that lies, in this organization and how deep it is. And, just being able to be a part of it it's a big blessing for me. So, my dad knows more about the tradition and history, and he's teaching me along the ways, and he's like, you don't know what this means, pointing out all the stuff that we walk by, and I'm like, I'm gonna learn real quick and be a part of it, so.
The work leading up to becoming a first round draft pick, 5 years of grinding at the college level, but you said the most stressful part was waiting to hear your name called last night. Why was that?
Just because everything is controllable, and this was the unknown, You don't really know exactly where you're gonna end up. You have kind of like a range in your head. I thought I did. I'm super blessed and excited to be a part of this program, and honestly, I think this system fits me perfectly, and I can add to that explosive offense. But yeah, that was probably the most nervous I was in the process, just because it was not controllable.
The 49ers were very selective about the contact they made with you in that pre-draft process. You see that call from San Francisco come up. What's going through your mind?
I'm gonna be honest, my heart dropped a little bit. It was getting to the end of the first round, and that's when I started to get a little bit more nervous, because I do believe I'm a first round talent and, have all those abilities and one of the top receivers in this draft. So, when it got to the later rounds, I put my phone down on my lap. It was the last two picks, and I saw San Francisco had 5 minutes left to put their pick in, and my phone started vibrating. That's when my heart dropped. I answered the phone, and now one thing led to another, and I'm here now.
You didn't say a lot on that call, but one thing that really did stand out, you said that this organization is getting a workhorse. How do you show that workhorse mentality day in and day out? Yeah,
that workhorse mentality is a lifestyle. So, day in and day out, just putting in the work, just constantly reminding myself, why I do this. And that's on the field and off the field, to be honest. So whatever that means.
You mentioned that your family has been very influential in your college football career throughout your whole journey, really. Your dad was also a wide receiver at Northern Arizona. How's that football DNA shaped your career?
No, for sure. He put a football in my hand probably when I was able to walk. So there's that little funny story that's out with the Skittles, and he was feeding me Skittles every time I caught the ball. So that just shows the detail that he put into me, and I can't thank him enough. If he wasn't part of my life, I wouldn't be here in this situation. So he taught me basically everything I know, and I just ran with it at that point.
So I mean, Skittles is your favorite candy?
I feel like it's got to be up there. It's got to be top 5 just because of the memory's sake, yeah, for sure.
The 49ers have several guys with ties to Arizona, one being QB1, Brock Purdy. Got to play him once in high school. He dropped a number of points on you. What is the first step in creating that chemistry with him now that you're playing for the same team?
Yeah, for sure. He actually texted me this morning, so we're trying to get that chemistry started right away. But obviously getting in the film room with him, going over the playbook is actually probably the first step. Understanding the plays. He's a quarterback, so I got to see it through his lens. But yeah, just having normal talks with him and developing that personal relationship with him and getting to know him.
On that Ricky Pearsall highlight tape, you see really detailed route running, a 42-inch vertical, soft hands. What aspect of your game do you take the most pride in?
All those things lie into that, but I think just how competitive I am. I think I'm a natural competitor, really. Obviously a skilled receiver too as well. I got that route running ability. I got the understanding of the game too. That sticks out, and then just the detail in my work, and I think that translates on the field too as well. I feel like I'm very disciplined and getting to my spots, and the quarterback's never going to be guessing where I'm at. They know exactly where I'm going to be at each and every play. So
we got to ask about the fun stuff. The Twitter handle is Slick Season. I saw Slick Rick on the internet. So what do you want the faithful to call you come fall?
whatever they want, to be honest. That kind of just stuck. That was something that stuck in Florida. You know, all the recruiting girls shouted them. They kind of ran with it, and then it made it a universal thing. So whatever they want to call me, I don't know.
Is there an origin story to that? Did anything happen to bring about Slick Rick?
Kinda. It started in high school for sure. My friends called me Slick Rick because the rapper, and then it just stuck with like Slick just for short. And then at that point, it just carried to Florida, and they blew it up and ran with it. So.
You've been a Niner for less than 24 hours. What teammates have reached out to you aside from Brock Purdy that you mentioned earlier?
Right after I actually got drafted, I think, Brandon Ayuk was the first one to contact me. So we FaceTimed each other. He congratulated me, and we're just looking forward to being teammates together once again.
I want you to take just one last look at the stadium here, because come September, this is going to be filled with one of the most loyal fan bases in the NFL. What would you like to tell the faithful in your first trip to 49ers HQ?
I gotta look around real quick, because you said take one last look. I gotta actually take a look. I would just say you're getting a good one, man. You're getting one that's going to be dedicated and that's going to represent, you know, the organization well and the name on the back of my jersey. So, you know, you're going to get everything out of me.
Thanks so much for your time, and have a great rest of the day here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.